Shevuot Daf Mem Aleph Amud Aleph, 3 lines from the top. We just brought down the concept of a Shevuot Heset, which is a Drabanan Shevuah that one of the people can swear. Now the Gemara asks, Ma'ika, what practical differences are there? Ben Shevuah Torah, Shevuot Drabanan, a Torah Shevuah, like a mother that makes out, admitting the partial of a claim, or a Shevuot Heset Drabanan, even has a difference. Mepech Shevuah, the concept of whether you're able to reverse, use an Uno card on the guy, like, oh, you want me to swear? I want you to swear instead of me. B'doraita lo mafkin shavua. Regarding doraita, we can't switch it. B'doran mafkin b'doraban we can. Marcel Lamar the Barabashi Damar B'doran mafkin shavua. Michael ben doraita b'doraban according to Rabashi, who holds the Mar Barabashi that holds that you can switch a doraita. What difference is different? When it said ikbanayel mehak l'nichse, whether or not Betin can collect the claim if he doesn't want to swear. But doraita nafkin l'nichse regarding biblical doraita to shavua, you can Betin can confiscate. The Ramadan no done حكينا نفس Ramadan you can't. According to the best holds you can confiscate based off the Rabbanan Shavua. The Tanakh Mishnah says مציאת חרש לשופט הקטן יש שהן מזיון גזל יש מפני דרכי שלום. There's a Mishnah Getina says that a person a חרש שוטה הקטן a deaf mute a majnun person or a minor, you can't take whatever they find even though they can't really be konet, because it's just to keep peace between people. It's not gonna go well. Rabbi Yossi says no. Gizal Gamor, it's actual deoraita stealing, and therefore you can't do it. Amar his da Gizal Gamor devahen. It's like only complete. It's only real drabanan stealing. I'm asking now what's the difference? The answer is that according to this concept, you can betin remove it. So if the guy stole it from a minor, according to uh, according to that, can Bedin confiscate it if you did steal it from the minor or the Majnun or deaf mute? Ma'ika ben. So according to this, we see that according to Yosef that if it's considered actual theft, Bedin can take it away. If you see the Rabbanan, you can't take it away. So Ma'ika lebed right the Rabbanan. So according to him, Yosef holds that Bedin can steal, can confiscate based off the Rabbanan. So what would he hold differences regarding a Shevuah or the Rabbanan? The one says in the case where the second guy is also uh is unable to swear. So the guy, so yes, you can flip it on the other guy, but not the second guy is the other litigant is not allowed to swear. He's suspected. But right, if it's the right to shavua, if the second guy can't swear, after the shavua, we can't put the new reverse card back on the first guy. Bisamu aida. Um, so you could reverse it back on them. Takanti, if it's going to then we can't make a double takana, and therefore you can't reverse it, and he has to lose it. Okay. What about Rabbanan the Peliga Rabbi Yosef? Who argued against Rabbi Yosef? Amar Rabbanan, they're not going to say well, that you can't confiscate. My Abdinlah. So if the guy doesn't want to swear, what do? You can't force and you can't confiscate. The Gemara says, we give him we give him galut, we excommunicate him. That's unfair. The Gemara's terminology is they're holding him by his sensitive area, meaning if I claim this guy owes me something and he doesn't want to swear, we're going to put him in galut. You can't do that. Let's look other thing we do. No, we give him, we execute it, we excommunicate him. Well, we don't execute him. And we put him in galut until the time that he has to bring malkut. Yani, if it's a certain amount of time, he has like 30 days to figure something out. If you can't figure it out and doesn't want to pay, then we give him malkut instead. Then he's free to go. Amar Papa, Haiman de Apik Shtara Havre, in the case of a guy who brought a document against someone else, Amar says, Shtara Parohu. The guy says, what do you mean? I don't owe you $100 on that paper. I already paid it to you. We tell him, Lav Kukuminach. Sorry, you can't claim that because the guy has a pay. The guy has the paper. Just let him go pay him. The guy said, no, let him swear that it wasn't paid, and if you swear that I won't pay, then I will pay it. We say, go swear, and if you want to swear and collect it, you can. What's the difference in the case of a guy who kind of messed up his document, which means to my case where the guy claimed I have a document that says you owe me $100, and I say, by the way, you pay me 20, you just pay me 80. So now the document is not a pure document anymore because it's already partially paid. So if that in that case, there's no advantage anymore. The defendant already has a one up on the guy. Who is he going to swear there? Amalei Hatem, in that case, Afagat Lota even if the guy doesn't demand the Shevuot, Haile Danan, we demand for him a Shevuot. Hacha, in this case, however, in the case where the guy there is no partial payment and the document's strong, I'm reading the Zishman that we say go pay. The guy wants to swear instead. I'm reading the say, okay, fine, if you want to swear, swear. If it's a Tamil Hacham, the defendant, no much we don't want him to swear because it doesn't look good. What does that mean? Tamil Hacham, just because it's not good for him to swear, he's going to lose every single time? Mara said, Ella, no. Lo misakin we don't get involved, meaning we don't have him swear, but if he wants to swear, he can swear. Next part, Mishnah says, the guy says, you have $100 of mine. Amar Rav Yidam Rav Aseh, Mavet Hadar B'din, someone lends money in front of witnesses, Tzarich L'Parodim, you have to pay back in front of witnesses. Ki Aminu K'mei Shmuel Amar Lei, he told me, Yachom Malal, the guy can say, no, Prati, I paid in front of these two witnesses, but and they traveled overseas. And he's believed to say that. Then Mishnah says, the guy says, you have $100 of mine, Amar Lo, and he says, yes. Mahar, the guy said, the next day, give it back to me. And the next day, the guy says, no, I paid you, Patur. V'acha Kevin Tabedin Tiwan Joseph Bedin Tamei. Tani Batur. How come over there he doesn't have to require him to pay back in front of Bedim? Why would he Patur from paying? The Mar says question against Rabbi Sheh, who says he has to pay back in front of witnesses. The Mar says the Mar Rabbi Sheh, Anaki Amri Hached Meikra Oze Bedim Lo Dide Behemene Hachak Hemene. The Mar says no. I only mentioned it where the guy lent the money in front of witnesses because he didn't trust him. Over here, he trusted him to pay back without witnesses, and therefore, since he didn't put up the witnesses, not his fault. Rabbi Yosef Matin Achi learned about Machloket over here. Maravi the Marsh Vasam of Tahar Bidim guy lent money in front of witnesses to pay back witnesses. The Marat the guy specifically mentioned, don't pay me back unless in front of witnesses. Tzarich Bedim has to pay back in front of witnesses. Ki Amrit coming to Shmuel. Right, so sorry, if you paid in front of witnesses, lent in front of witnesses, you don't have to pay back in witnesses unless he specified. When he was sent him from Shmuel Mali, he said, the guy can tell him, I paid you in front of the two witnesses, but they traveled overseas. But if he says, I paid you back without witnesses, he's not believed. Taran, since you have $100, he says, yes, instead the guy says, pay me back only in front of the Edim. Then the guy said, pay me, and the guy says, I paid you, chayav is chayav. Shetzarich to then because they already said you have to pay in front of Edim. So if the Shmuel question again, Shmuel says you have to pay back in front of witnesses. Shmuel says Shmuel would answer you, not a question. Tonight it's my whole name. The Tana says, the guy says, I lent you money in front of witnesses, and therefore you should have paid me back in front of witnesses, and therefore you're not believed to say you pay me. Or Yiten, the guy should either give the money back, or Yavira Shinatan could bring a proof that he paid. The guy can answer him back. I paid you back in front of two witnesses, but sorry, they are traveling. Destroys this proof. Who says it's referring to a tanaya, a condition at the time of the loan? Maybe they only mentioned that at the time of the payment. And the guy said as follows: it's true. I did not lend you money in front of witnesses. But you should at least pay me back in front of witnesses to make sure it happened. In that case, the Mitera would hold that he should have he's believed to say I paid you in front of witnesses, but they're not here. However, if the guy in time of the loan wanted to be paid back during witnesses, everybody agrees you're chayav. Question against Shmuel says that you can say I paid you elsewhere. Is that if someone lent money in front of witnesses, he has to be back in front of witnesses. Says, no, you don't have to be back in front of witnesses. But the guy specifically said, any other thing, don't pay back unless it's in front of witnesses. The guy says, I paid you in front of two witnesses, and they've been overseas, believed. It's a good lie. Don't think it's a cop out. Oh, I could say anybody went overseas. Yeah, it's true, but what if they actually show up? Then you're messed over. Okay. The guy told his friend once while he's lending money. Pay me only in front of Rivoyan and Shimon. Then when he paid in front of two other people. He says, he specifically said in front of two witnesses. Therefore, he should have paid back. He paid back in front of two witnesses. Who cares? Rava says, he said, no, I wanted only Reuven and Shimon so that you can't claim anything else. And therefore, it doesn't count if he claims he wasn't paid. Someone said, only pay me back in front of two people who know Mishnah. When they pay back, you only pay them back privately. Then the guy lost the money. Yes, the guy paid me back money. About I only accepted it as a deposit. I did not accept it as a payment of debt. And I said to myself, it should be considered a deposit until two witnesses who are understanding of Mishnah pass by. And then the guy can fulfill his condition. Amar Nachman said, no. Once you admitted that you took the money back, it's considered a good payment. I don't care what you thought. And if you want to say that he's joking with him now. If you want to say that you only want to fulfill the Tanai of two Tamid HaChamim, is Yidal Tanina go bring the money now? Because the Rosh Hashanah witnesses the Tanina Chatra v'Sefra v'Sefra Gemara. We know Mishnah, Sefra, Sefri, and Sefra and entire Gemara as well. He's joking with him, saying tough luck. How would someone told his friend? Happily may add to that give me the $100 that I lent you. Amarle says, I never borrowed $100 from you. Azal says I did, but when it says, the guy lent and paid it back. Amarle, my David, what should we do if the guy paid him back already? So he claimed you borrowed $100. He's like, I never borrowed $100. But then we brought witnesses that he borrowed and paid. Inhu Amre Azifeh. So the witnesses said he paid him back. Inhu Amre is not paid, but they also said he paid him back. So maybe he should be back. Amar says, no. No. Ra says, once the guy said I didn't borrow, he's confirming he didn't pay. So even though witnesses testified he paid back, it does not make a difference because his own admission knocks that out. How would the Machaber said his friend? Give me $100, I'm claiming against you. Marley said to him, didn't I pay you back in front of Ruben and Shimon? Ruben and Shimon came and said, it never happened. You never paid it back. Rasha said, you know what, maybe the guy's a liar. And therefore, since he denied the claim, he can't even be trusted to swear. Rava says, no, technically it's a minor detail who he paid back. The guy says he paid back, he believes, even though he got the idiom wrong. How would the someone told his friend, give me back the $600 that you have on me, that I have by you. Amarle says to him, didn't I already pay back 100 kav off sale of gold nuts, of something else? The kaime b'shita shita, which was 6 zuz each, and therefore it's $600. Amarle says, no, they were 4 zuz each, and therefore you paid 4 out of 600, you sold me 200. Two witnesses came and testified, it really was 4. And therefore, the guy wanted the last $200. The guy lied. Since his testimony was knocked out by witnesses, he's not trusted to swear. That you said, but technically, he should have been believed to say that. He didn't know how he paid back. He thought he paid back 6, really it was 4. Not his fault. Maybe that's considered a minor detail, and he should be allowed to swear. People remember the price of merchandise when they're handing it in or when they're buying it or paying it back. People know what they're dealing with. They know the market of the day that they sell the product or buy the product, and therefore he's considered a liar and he's no longer believed.